Hi, this is Charlotte with Your Phoebe. I wanted to show you a little bit inside the platform today, and I wanted to do that by showing you two automations regarding volunteers. One to remind your volunteers to show up and confirm their availability, and another to nudge folks who seem to be on the fence and make sure they become volunteers. This process is going to start likely the way that you normally begin recruiting for volunteers. You're going to send out an email to your list. You're going to send this email out through Your Phoebe, and that email is going to include a link in it to a form for them to register as a volunteer. You're going to build that form within Your Phoebe, and that form is going to reside on your website there. Because Your Phoebe is completely integrated, when somebody clicks on that link to register as a volunteer, that form will be auto-populated with their contact details. All they're going to have to do is click submit, and you got them. That's going to send them then into this workflow for volunteer reminders. So after they've completed that form, here we are within a powerful automation. This is going to start out by me entering in here, telling Your Phoebe when that event begins, because these things are going to be set time sensitive around the start date of that event. So somebody's clicked in that form. I'm going to add some kind of custom tag, probably just say volunteer right now, to their contact information. That's going to allow me to pull that list up when I'm looking for a hot list for volunteers for something else. I'll talk about this remove from nudges workflow in a moment. And then they're going to immediately get a confirmation email thanking them for volunteering and sending them some extra information. In this example, we're talking about Saturday morning cleanup day. So we're going to say, thanks Bob. Thanks so much for volunteering for cleanup day this Saturday. Here are a few things to know. Whatever you got to tell them. We're going to start at 10. There'll be coffee on at 9. Bring some work gloves, etc. Looking forward to it. Thank you. The day before the event, we want to both remind him and confirm Bob's participation. So we're going to send Bob a text message. That text message is going to be real simple. Just, hey Bob, it's Charlotte at church. Hope you're still up for helping tomorrow. Say yes if we can count on you. Now, this is where things get really fun. Your Phoebe is going to wait for a response from Bob, and it's going to split the workflow now based upon his response. If he responds positively, then he's going to get a text message thanking him. Then the morning of that event, he's going to get a reminder email with those details again about bringing work gloves, where to meet, what time, etc. And then in the hour before the event, he's going to get another text message saying, see you in a bit, looking forward to it. I'm daring Bob at this point not to show up. If that day before, when I want to confirm with Bob, he says, no, I'm sorry, I can't make it, then I'm going to send a quick text that just says, thanks for letting me know. I'm going to go ahead and send an internal reminder to me, send me a text message that says, Bob's not coming to cleanup day. That can be an email, that can be a variety of things. You can choose to whom those communications go, what contact person you need. And I'm going to remove that volunteer tag from Bob. What other tag I've added there. Now here's where things get fun. If I've got a volunteer here, that person's going to show up. But I need to get more people to commit to be volunteers earlier. So Your Phoebe is going to look at who was right on that verge but didn't actually sign up. So we're looking for people who got that email, who thought about it, who clicked on that link but didn't complete the volunteer registration form. Let's see if we can't nudge them into committing to it. So in this workflow, somebody has clicked that link in the email and they haven't finished the form. We're going to give them 2 hours here to complete that form. If at any time they complete that form, they're going to end up in that volunteer reminder workflow. They'll leave this workflow. That's what that little tag of remove from volunteer nudges workflow will do for them. After the 2 hours, after they've clicked that link, they still haven't completed the form, they're going to get a little email coming in as a nudge. You can word this anywhere you like. Everything's fully customizable. But here, I'm just going to say, hey, John, It looks like you were thinking about volunteering for cleanup day. We sure could use your help. Click here to get registered. Hopefully, that's going to push them right on the edge. But if not, then the next day, let's send them a text. Nearly the same thing. Hey, John, Charlotte from church. Can I count on you for cleanup day this Saturday? And now we're in a really similar condition here. He says yes. He's going to get a text saying, thanks so much. Check your email for details. Because now he's in the other workflow. He's going to get that email immediately that says, confirming, thanking him for volunteering and giving those details about where to meet, what gloves, whatever he needs to know for that event. And now he's in that other workflow getting the reminders. If he says no, fine. Thanks for letting me know. Have a good one. And we're done. He's done in the workflow. If you have ever needed volunteers for a church event, you know how frustrating this can be. It's been so frustrating for me at times that I've thought it would probably be easier for me to do this task by myself than to do the work of inviting people to join me in it. Let your Phoebe automate that for you. When you have a future event, once we have this set up, this template is going to come preloaded in your Phoebe. You're going to customize it with how many contacts, how many reminders you want to do, what you think is appropriate for your folks. You might use more text if the event is right on the horizon. You might send out more emails if you're a couple weeks out. Depends on what you're doing. But once you have these templates set up, you got another event coming up, you just clone it. Go in, change a little bit of the verbiage in those emails, but it's done. It's done for you. Your little assistant, your Phoebe is going to recruit and confirm and lock those volunteers in for you, which is going to increase participation in your church and is moving you on the road toward actually nurturing disciples and cultivating leaders through that involvement.